Welcome everyone to season 3 of Race to the Summit. For the next 3 months, you're going to compete in various activities to earn badges that will award you with points to compete for the top 10 on our leaderboard. So starting now, make plans to check into the app every day to see what newly posted badges are there that are going to help you work your way up to the leaderboard and hopefully to the #1 spot. And speaking of #1 spot, Richard, what's the grand prize we have in store?
We're continuing our tradition, and come April 14th, we'll have our winner choose between $25,000 or a fully loaded Tesla Model 3.
Nice.
Let's take just a moment and look back at our winners from the last 2 seasons.
What's it gonna be? It's actually a choice. You get to choose.
You've got to make that choice. Is it the cash or is it the car?
Cash looks good. That car is right over
I'm gonna
here.
go with cash.
The
It's the cash!
Congratulations, Mary. This is exciting. We appreciate you. Congratulations on an awesome contest. Congratulations on the little shopping money there. Awesome.
Season 1 has been so amazing, and I have worked really hard, and it has motivated me. It's inspired me to work harder, and I've learned so much. I've learned so much that it's going to grow my business for sure.
Our #1 partner for Race to the Summit Season 2 is Mr. Craig Fields from Amnexus Communications. Come on down. All right, all the way here from Cincinnati, Ohio, Mr. Craig Fields came down to claim his prize today. And before we get to the prize, which is why we're here, let's be honest, we're going to get to know Craig just a little bit. Tell us about your experience with Race to the Summit.
You know, I think it's been great. It's allowed me the opportunity to reach out and talk to a lot of channel managers and learn what their new products are and get their take on some of the same products that a lot of suppliers sell. Everyone seems to have a unique take on it.
So we talked earlier about that. When you said everyone had a unique take on it, tell me what that meant to you.
Well, like for example, SD-WAN as a technology. There's a lot of suppliers and management companies that use the same provider or the same underlying technology. They just have a little bit different take on it. And that little take often makes the difference with a client.
So in your engagement with them, you were able to find who works best with you and what approach you like best?
Absolutely, and often it didn't just take one phone call. It took several phone calls and often talking with sales engineering as well.
Craig, what will it be?
I think I'll have to go with the money.
All right.
The cash!
It's the
The
cash.
money! Congratulations to Craig! Congratulations! Big win! Season number 2
Those were memorable moments, as those partners had really put in the time, and the payout was so rewarding for them and for us. We spoke afterward with those winners and asked what benefit they got out of participating at the level that they did, and the feedback was worth sharing.
Thanks, Richard. They mentioned they saw new opportunities after learning about new suppliers and technologies they could sell. That felt good because that's what Telarus' main focus is, helping our partners expand their portfolios and sell outside their normal offerings.
Race to the Summit is really about education and networking, and Season 3 is going to be no exception to that. After collecting more feedback about partner experiences in Race to the Summit, we're excited to announce some new series that our show producers are categorizing as infotainment. Here are some of the new series you can look forward to seeing in this season. First, business transformations. I really enjoy a podcast called How I Built This, and this will be a spin on that. In each episode, I'm going to meet with some of our fastest growing partners and learn how they started their business, what obstacles they had to overcome, and how their business turned into what it is today.
I'll be hosting a new series called Hidden Gems, where I will introduce our partners to the more niche and specialty suppliers in our portfolio that you may not already be familiar with. We have over 220 suppliers in our U.S. portfolio, and this series will shine a light on those lesser-known technologies and their offerings that serve specific purposes.
We all love a good case study. We're producing a new series called Anatomy of a Win, where we will dissect and discuss a single large deal and see what we can learn from it. We'll pull in the partner who won the deal, along with the assisting supplier and the Telarus expert, and have them walk us through the deal from how they found it all the way to install. You won't want to miss this one.
Next up is must-have certifications with our Vice President of Engineering, Josh Lopresto. Filmed in our new Lightboard studio, Josh will tackle the abundance of certifications in our industry, but also help us understand which certifications carry the most weight and make the biggest waves.
Probably derived from my reputation of wearing a classy sweater, I'll be hosting another series and a parody set of Mr. Rogers. I'll be interviewing leaders in our industry to uncover best practices for building a better company culture. It's no secret that what makes a business successful is not just your services and offerings, but it starts with your employees and your company standards.
I love looking ahead at what's next, and I know you do too. I host a series called Tomorrow's Technology, where I will interview some of the most innovative minds and explore how the world will continue to change as we communicate and interact with each other. And I may just walk through a time portal.
Now, we've been busy the past few years growing our portfolio of TELARUS exclusive providers. In this new series, TELARUS Exclusives, we're going to meet with those suppliers and learn why they chose to be exclusive and under which circumstances they should be brought into your opportunities.
Have you ever found yourself in a client meeting where you could have benefited from a fast refresher beforehand? Josh Lopresto hosts another series we call Parking Lot Prep, where in just a few minutes per episode, Josh will give you a few pro tips and reminders in regards to which questions to ask and how to really make an impression to help you land a deal. Think of these as a quick-hitting sales training.
Working with so many partners, we hear a lot of things, and sometimes we notice misconceptions that seem to have spread around. We will address a select few of those myths and see if we can provide a compelling argument to debunk them and set the record straight. If successful, each episode host will have the fun honor of taking a baseball bat to a pane of sugar glass and officially declaring that myth busted.
I'm excited about this next one. We've got our Executive Vice President of Strategy, Roger Blom, hosting a series called Between Two Suppliers. In each episode, Roger will deal out a scenario that a supplier, or a partner rather, might find him or herself in. Then, taking turns, the two suppliers are going to be allowed to tell how they would approach and assist the partner in winning that deal. Roger will then see how each supplier differs in their approach and even how they might complement one another.
This one is a series we've all grown to love, TELARUS Jeopardy. Join us live for these 4 events, and you could come away with some great prizes as we 3 enjoy a battle of wits as we are quizzed about each of our sponsoring suppliers' products and services. Dividing the world into 3 sections, represented by each of us, the winning team will have their names entered twice into the prize wheel.
And last, but certainly not least, is our News Roundup reboot that we've titled TELARUS Channel Updates. Many of you have been following us since we started our News Roundups in the summer of 2016. Since then, we posted a whopping 128 brief episodes, bringing you the latest industry and company news to keep you well informed. Stay current and be sure to watch for those episodes.
I'm really excited about all of this new content, all of the things that we have, new innovative series.
I think the great thing about it is on demand. Not like all the conference calls we used to do, but you can really do these at your leisure, and they're divided up by segments, so you can really do what interests you most.
Not only are they on demand, Adam, they're short, 5 to 15 minutes. They're very brief. We respect our partners. We don't want them to get tied up in all this training. They're little quick hits, except for the 1 hour Jeopardy, where I smoke you guys and my people win additional prizes. It's all good, but it's very well done. The producers of the show and the marketing department have just hit another home run.
Yeah, that's right. All of that loaded up into the Race to the Summit, where the rewards are really, really high. The ability to train but win huge prizes. Really exciting for our partners.
Yeah. Now, Race to the Summit is not just videos. There's a lot more to it, and there are networking elements in the game to help you become better acquainted with the resources around you.
That's right. One is earning badges like Call the Channel Manager, where you would call the channel manager of a sponsoring supplier and discuss your current opportunities that you're working on. Obviously, get to know the channel manager and learn about any new spiffs or products that supplier might have. Another good badge is Do a Demo, where you're completing a demo with that channel manager, and then after the call or the demo, they will give you a code to enter on the form that's linked in the Click app to redeem for more points.
Richard, I really like what you said about going and contacting the channel manager and really starting to engage. This is really where things are going to start to separate. The people in the top 10 are going to be the people that go out and call the channel managers and get those codes, but they're also going to be people who register deals. To be in the top 10, you're going to need to do deal registration and get in and find something that's a good fit for the partner and get that deal registered. And then another huge point activity is to sell a deal. If you can get in with a participating supplier and sell a deal and get that code, you're going to unlock a lot of points. Those are the people that are going to be in the top 10. But it's important to note that all of these activities, the call in channel manager, register a deal, sell a deal, there's a cutoff, and that's March 31st. You've got to have all of your stuff in by March 31st in order to get those points. And oh, by the way, you can only earn those points one time. So if you sell 5 deals, you're going to get the sell a deal badge once.
Also, make sure you watch the Telarus Pit Stop events. Telarus Pit Stops are a fast-paced, informative training platform built to educate you on product-specific areas, including UC, contact center, cloud, cybersecurity, mobility, IoT. Within the game app, look for the tabs where pit stops are listed. Watch any and all pit stops that you please, but keep in mind there's only one badge per product category.
Well, there you have it. Race to the Summit Season 3 is now underway, and new badges and content will be loaded into the game each week. We wish you all the best of luck, and we look forward to seeing you for the grand prize giveaway at the Season 3 finale.